No Good Deed, Book 5 of the Gravedigger series. Written by Chris Fritchie. Performed by Matthew Crow. Across the lobby, the doors of the glass office buzzed and clicked open. Blurry shadows, roused by the gunfire, jerked and twitched against the glass. One of them bumped against the door, cracking it open. Half its neck hung in ribbons over the collar of its shirt. Its black suit and tie were smeared with stains. "No, they aren't," said Tate. "Forward or back in the elevator?" asked Wesson. Dante could be anywhere on this floor, or one of the floors below. Finding him would be time-consuming and risky. "We do it the hard way," he said. "We clear every room on this floor before moving on." The Vic stopped, partially through the door. Its sightless eyes looked right at the team. Everyone cautiously raised their guns in anticipation of the thing's wailing charge. To their relief, it moved back into the office, the door closing behind it. "We do this all the time," said Wesson, noticing the worried expression on Monkhouse's face. "I'm never going to get used to those things," he said. "We got another problem," whispered Rossi, peeking around the corner. "There's another one of them robots from hell coming our way." Sweat was beading up on Tate's face, and he wiped his sleeve over his brow. He glanced between the frosted office and the direction of the robot. "We shoot out the glass," he said. "What?" said Monkhouse, balking at the idea. "All those Vics will come piling out." "We go back to the elevator and let the dog take out the Vics," said Tate. "Then we shoot the bot." "I like it," said Monkhouse, nodding. "Let's do that." "Short bursts," said Tate. "Bust up the glass." Everyone began shooting. Frosted glass shattered, raining down and spilling across the floor. The Vics, whipped into a frenzy, charged in every direction, colliding with furniture and each other. "Back to the elevator," barked Tate. Everyone turned, running to the elevator. Samuel watched as the team sprinted to the elevator. His fingertip rested on the smooth surface of the override button. Wesson ran in first, followed by Oda. Samuel's lips curled into a smile as the mice entered his trap. He watched Rossi, assault rifle up, back into the elevator. He waved Fulton towards him. Samuel pressed the button, seeing the look of shock on their faces as the doors closed. "What did you do?" shouted Wesson in alarm. "I didn't do nothing," yelled Rossi, frantically pressing buttons to stop the doors. "Stop it," she said. "I'm trying." Rossi mashed the emergency stop button as Wesson and Oda struggled against the doors, but nothing was working. "Tate!" she yelled. Tate turned around, his face draining of color as he saw Wesson's terrified face disappear behind their only escape. Tate's eyes darted around for another way out, but it only confirmed what he already knew. They were boxed in, and the Vics were the lid. The rotted mob snarled and churned as they piled out of the office. "Everyone back," he said. "Back where?" said Monkhouse, pale with fear. The Vics came. Nobody had time to count. It didn't matter. They all knew it was too many. As soon as one appeared in their gun sights, they'd shoot, and another would take its place, always closer than the one before. Monkhouse was hyperventilating, on the verge of passing out. There was no time to think. Shoot, reload, shoot again. Unconsciously, they were pushing their backs against the wall as the Vics clogged the narrow hall. Fulton dropped an empty magazine from his rifle and reached for another. His hand caught on something, and he looked down at the frag grenade in his vest. Letting his rifle fall on its lanyard, he grabbed the grenade and pulled the pin. "Frag out!" he shouted, and tossed it at the closing Vics. Tate's eyes flew open in alarm when he heard Fulton yell. The Vics were only 30 feet away. He heard the pop of the grenade safety fly off and watched in horror as it tumbled through the air. "Down!" screamed Tate. Monkhouse and Fulton hesitated in confusion, but saw him drop into a fetal position and did the same. The grenade hit one of the Vics in the head, bounced on another, and fell to the floor. A sprawled Vics, flailing to get up, swatted the grenade, sending it skittering across the floor at the three hunched soldiers. Tate heard the sound of clattering metal and watched in terror as the explosive rolled at them.